Hey everyone, KIC here, and this is 7 Days to Die Alpha 10. Now, I don't normally spend time in the menus, so forgive me as I click the randomize button a bunch. And let's go with this one, whatever it is. I can't even see it. Well, whatever it is, that's what I'm going with. So, for those of you who haven't been around when I'm playing before, I'm going to do a brand new game. And let's call this one... I should have just typed in already. Okay, so Alpha 10 LP for Let's Play. Now, all of my settings are on default, medium difficulty with the exception of... maybe it isn't an exception. I have airdrops set at 3 days instead of 1 day. That's what I had on my previous one, so maybe that isn't an exception. I don't know. Already, I hate this start because the frozen biome and I don't get along very well. Although, this might actually be a bit of a blessing in disguise because I can collect a ton of blueberries. And I hear zombies already. Yep, they are high-steppin' lumberjack zombies. I need to get out of here, because these guys will wreck my world right now, and it will not be much of a challenge for them. South and west, so let's go north. I was just looking to see where I started this game at. There's still a hub city at the 0 point, and is that a rock? That's a rock. Okay, leaving that. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to do anything yet because I have zombies everywhere. So, a lot of things changed with Alpha 10. If you go by what the devs are saying, it's a lot more difficult. Oh, man, this is, yeah, this is so not good. So, I've actually had a few time, yeah, let's try that again. I've actually had a few minutes to play Alpha 10. And I will say, on the one hand, yes, it is more difficult. You do seem to have more instances of... can you use this as a weapon? Sure can. You do seem to have more instances of the zombies all gathering around to attack you, which, of course, is highly inconvenient. But I'm not sure if it's actually more difficult in general, or if I just had a bad start. Really not sure about that. Kind of like, I'm not happy with this one. There we go. I'm finally going to be able to get a stick. Okay. And if I can get a couple seconds here. Sorry, I'd like to check that one too. A couple of eggs. Man. Yeah, I'm not at all pleased with this start. I will be fine with it later, I think. But for right now, not so much. Okay, well that's going. I'm going to go collect a few more things, including some additional rocks. Now, as I was saying, the devs, have introduced quite a few new things with Alpha 10. One of them is the wellness system. That'll be a pretty important thing as the game continues along. Now, I'm not saying this is the only reason it was put in the game, but I do think it was put in the game in part to combat people constantly killing themselves, instead of, you know, running around and trying to live. Got a broken leg, don't feel like getting a splint and letting it rest and all that, kill yourself. Low on health, low on food, low on water, whatever it is, don't want to wait, kill yourself. Now, obviously I'm not a big fan of that, but the reality is it doesn't affect me, so truly I don't really care. That just doesn't fit with my personal play style, so you're not going to see me doing that. And in fact, if you have watched any of my previous series, you should have never seen me do that. If I did, it was a complete accident, and I was an idiot and killed myself. Not intentionally. That's just not how I roll. But again, whatever. Doesn't affect me, so truly I don't care. The wellness system, though, is quite interesting because it essentially penalizes you for dying, or for doing things that are unhealthy, such as eating poor quality food, drinking water that is not sterilized, you know, that sort of thing. So, the the wellness system then essentially, well, I don't know if it's fair to say it rewards you because it just doesn't penalize you when you're doing things you theoretically should be doing. Okay, I really need to stop and make this axe now. Plus, I'm trying to get a little bit away from all of these zombies, who, mind you, are following me. And I should also mention that it's annoying me just a little bit that with all this stuff around, and I think it might be this biome specifically, I'm not getting 60 frames per second, which is what I am recording this game in these days. So, if you aren't familiar with what that looks like when it's properly at 60, I apologize, because I'm not giving you a good chance to see that. Okay, where are we at now? So the hub city is going to be up here, and I'm kind of hoping to find some sort of point of interest along the way. Now, I'm feeling a little better about this start than my one when I was just kind of goofing around seeing what all has been added, if only because I have a lot of blueberries. And I looked at that one. No. Let's see. The blueberries should sustain me for a good game day, maybe 2. Probably not 2, actually. Because they're only 3 a pop. It's really not much. But it is a fairly decent start in that regard. Okay, so what I need to do now is I really need some wood. So let's go ahead and chop this guy down. Now, I'm going to have to pay attention here because one of the other new additions to Alpha 10 is the heat map. So the more noise, action, etc. you have going on, by action I mean killing zombies, killing other things. And I guess you could throw the noise, the chopping trees down, chopping up big old rocks, that sort of thing. You end up attracting zombies. And they all kind of come to check out. They tell each other, hey, there's something going on over here, and then they come and check it out, and yep. See, I've got that guy over there and that guy over there. Okay, you are getting a little too close for comfort. And I would like my wood, thank you very much. I have just enough time, there's nothing in it. Okay. So, that is a rather square tree. So you can see them all kind of coming over here now. And, I mean, yeah, they would do that in the old one, but I don't think they did it to this degree. Maybe I'm wrong. I've kind of gotten used to certain things, and my inclination has been that this looks a little bit different in terms of how they're coming over to check things out. Now, I have also found that one of the other additions is animal fat. And you might wonder why you care about animal fat, and that's because if you're going to make a torch, you need animal fat if you don't have coal. That is an important thing to remember. So if you don't normally spend time chopping up rocks, you might want to reconsider that. Now I know I haven't lost these guys, I was just kind of checking to make sure. They do seem to follow quite a bit, and I know you can change that. You can change their memory, that's one of the settings. I haven't done that. But I do think I need to stop and grab some of this stuff. I only have one torch, as you saw. The game now starts you with a torch in hand, and, well, it's helpful. It actually is really helpful because so long as you're not goofing around and not paying attention, theoretically, that'll be all you need for the first night. And that looks like a backpack. That makes me happy to find. Oh, that right there might perhaps be one of the best things. Oh, look at that. I guess I am playing as a female. Couldn't see it, but I'm pretty sure I left the dot on male, so alright. Whatever. Doesn't really matter anyway, but having that flashlight right away, that is awesome because now I don't really care about getting the coal as much for making torches as I do care about getting the iron fragments. Now, I didn't stop and make that crossbow, did I? I sure didn't. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and back off for a minute. That's fine. I'm just going to leave that stuff. I really don't want to mess with the lumberjacks. They are not nice. And I really didn't need the glass, so I will probably be dumping that shortly. Okay, I'm just trying to buy myself a little distance here, and looks like I need to head east to get back to the road. And I'm sticking to the road in the hopes that, man, they just sound like they are everywhere. As I was trying to say, I'm just sticking to the road in the hopes that it turns straight at some point and I'm able to find a point of interest. Wow. Yeah, this is, I need to stop and make that crossbow, because I need to be able to take these guys out. I'll go ahead and take that stuff. I don't normally collect cans early on. I think in this one I'm going to. Well, obviously I have been, but I think that's going to be something I continue on for a little while. Okay, I think I missed... Oh, there's potato seed. See, I think I missed a nest over there, but it's alright. I'm going to have to let that one go. Road's still not straight. Yes, it is straight, but it's not a straight north, south, east, west. So theoretically, nothing will spawn over here. Haven't verified that yet. I haven't played enough to see if that has changed, and I don't recall reading that in the patch notes, but there was a lot of stuff in there, so could have missed it. Excuse me, I would say if you haven't checked out the patch notes already, go ahead and do that. They're pretty long. Like I said, they added quite a bit of stuff, and I've only touched on a couple of things they've added. They've added a lot more. Devs have definitely been busy, and, you know, I've said it before, and I'll go ahead and say it again. I really like what they've done here. And I kind of say that in general about the game, and thus far about my experience with Alpha 10. Granted, I'll need a little more time. Okay, let's go ahead and get back to crafting. I'll need a little more time with the game before I can say for certain what I think of Alpha 10, but my initial impression has been pretty good. Okay, I'm going to go west right now, just because, like I said, straight line, straight road. But I know people give them grief over adding this, adding that, not adding this, not adding that, and I guess if you pay your $13, $20, $25, whatever you happen to pay, I don't remember what it goes for these days or what it went for when I bought the game, then to some degree, yes, I suppose you are entitled to have some sort of say in the game because that's what they advertise. But at the end of the day, they make the decisions on what goes in and what doesn't, and yes, I'm sure that what everyone has to say does in fact influence what they do, but they're, you know, at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do. It's their game, and that's their right. But I just want to say that, yeah, I kind of like where they've gone with it. If you go by what the dev blog said, Alpha 10 is a lot more difficult than Alpha 9, Alpha 8, Alpha 7, etc. was. Again, I've only played a little bit. I'm not sure I can completely back that statement up, but I don't know. This is rough right now, but then I kind of started in my book, the most difficult place to start. Just because the majority of zombies are going to be the nasty, big ol' high-steppin' lumberjacks. And yes, they hit like tanks right off the bat. I have half a mind to take that meat. Oh yeah. But I'm not going to. I've never tried cooking it just to see what happens, but I really have enough blueberries that I'm not going to worry about that. That's one of the good things right now, is those blueberries are really going to sustain me. Okay, I really need to do something here because I have some buildings in the distance, and I'm going to have... Oh man, let's see, can I do this quickly? Knowing that zombies are everywhere. I'm going to have a lot of them coming around to investigate, and I can tell you right now there's a really good chance I'm going to spend the evening here. I'm not familiar right off the top with that building. I think it may be like a roadside diner sort of thing. I forget. But I'm going to go ahead and run around these guys just a little bit. Playing my Pied Piper thing here. because I'd like to corral them a little bit. And I might end up needing to make some more bolts here, because I'm going to take out all of the big guys with the crossbow. I'm not even going to pretend that... yeah, sorry, I need to move you over here and you over there. Perfect. You know, it would be a good idea, at least in my book, and I don't think they're going to do it anytime soon. Okay, let's get rid of you. Yeah, I do that every single time. Have you noticed that? Pretty sure I have. Okay, so now that I have reloaded, yep, I saw that happening. Let's go ahead and get rid of you the old-fashioned way. But I was just thinking, I wonder if they'll ever add the option to grab, say, a handful of snow and let it melt, or put it on a fire maybe even and make it melt. And there's water. I like the idea. I don't know if anyone else does, but I like it as an alternative. I mean, yeah, you can always go get a handful of water out of the river or something like that, but obviously you're going to end up with dysentery, and that's pretty bad. But, I don't know, it just doesn't really seem like a bad idea. Why not grab a handful of snow? Okay, I'm going to try to quickly loot these bodies, just because sometimes they have good stuff like that. And let's see, not much there. Anything here? I've already checked you. What about you, Mr.? Ah, that was one of the other new things that at least I think that's new, the tungsten trophies. I don't recall seeing those before. I think those are new. And I have looked in that one. Okay, so I managed to pull most of the zombies this way. That's a good thing for me. And I'm almost at the point where I need to start chomping down on those blueberries. Now, I'm still going to have a bunch of zombies over here. I haven't done anything about that. And in fact, it sounds like there's a bunch over there right now, too. And look at that, I have another building. I didn't even notice the one on the left. I don't think you can shoot through there. Nope. Now, here's one of the other fun things they've done. All the doors are locked, which makes sense in a zombie apocalypse if you ask me. But that also means it's a pain in the rear. Oh, look at that, free meat. And I'm going to go ahead and take that. I know that's going to attract zombies, but I might be able to do something about that reasonably quickly. And if not, here's what actually I'm going to do. I'm going to put that in there. You're not as close as I thought you were. Okay. Now, let's see, what do we have here? Blueberry seed. Sure, let's take that, why not? And a car over here. Let's go ahead and check the car. And gas can. Okay, I have a lot of junk on me, and I don't necessarily need all this stuff right now. Look at that. They have created a hole in the wall. Oh, a little bit of a pause there. I don't know what that was about. Hey, guys. Oh, another one. I'm actually not going to kill... Yeah, I saw that happening too. Let's go ahead and kill you. Let's kill you. I'm not going to kill her. Man, this might take me a while. Oh, yeah. In fact, this is going to be faster. Here, let's repair that. Here, let's work on this one for me. Do me a solid. Hit this one. Because I can put up frames and theoretically upgrade them, and that'll be a little better. Sorry, I'm just kind of trying to keep an eye out here. There's a lumberjack over there. Let's go ahead and switch and get that guy right quick. Yep, get rid of you. Anything interesting? Not a thing. Okay. Back to what we were doing here. Welcome out. And just like that, you were the last one. Okay, so let's go ahead and take that. You are not the last one. There is someone upstairs? Where are you? On the roof, maybe. Okay, well I have these guys up here. Yep, there we go. On the roof. Oh, you're just gonna stand up there? Cool. Works for me. I won't complain. Oops. I don't know how I missed that guy. Here, let's try that again. And I'm almost out of bolts. Not that I don't have materials to make more. Just that I need to do that. Last one, last one. So I'm going to stay in stealth mode here. Crouching. Don't really care about a bone. I'm not going to make a shiv. Really don't have any interest in making a shiv. I'm just fine with the axe. And sure, let's go ahead and take the glass. I don't need it, but whatever. Haven't looked at the trash. Let's check that out. And can I repair this? Look at that. I can keep repairing it. Interesting. I'm not sure what material that's using. I'm guessing wood. So, okay, so let's do a couple things really quick here before we call it an episode. Give you an idea of what I'm going to be doing here. Going to work on some planks. Let's go ahead and do a little looting in here. I should do that since we have the time, right? Let's do that. Trash, 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 more trash, and a book. Book won't do me any good right now. And I don't know what that is. That is a new crate that I want to destroy and see what happens. Well, maybe we'll do that momentarily because I haven't seen those. I know they added a bunch of different storage crates, and that doesn't appear to be one. And I don't know if you are supposed to destroy these. Like I said, there was a lot in that change log, so I might have missed a bunch of things. Okay, so crud. I have way too much stuff here, guys. Okay, I don't need broken glass. I'm not going to chew on that. Let's go ahead and... oops. Okay, let's do this. I can at least open up a couple of spots. Or one, anyway. Since I need a few more bolts anyway. Let's get those, and I'm just going to go ahead and wail away on this for a minute and see what happens. Guessing I'll get some sort of wood parts or something for it. And you know what? Here, I should do this too. I'm a little worried about not having any water, which means I might need to run across the street to that other building. Since I think I've pretty much looked at this one, this door, I don't know, maybe I missed a door. Let's hope I missed a door. Oh, Shotgun Messiah crate. Interesting. Wow. That is pretty fantastic. Granted, I can't do much with that right now, but I just found something I really like. Look at that. There's a few of these crates. Okay, so I can't stay here. There's no water source. Sorry, I just like to fix that stuff. I do have a couple of glass jars. Now, I have a bunch of blueberries, which will actually give me a little bit of hydration. So, I'm not exactly in a bad spot per se. But I'm not entirely comfortable with where I'm at either. So, I'm going to call it an episode right here. In the next one, I'm going to make my way... Well, what in the heck is this? Huh. This is a floating cabin, apparently. I should also mention, one of the other new things is you can no longer jump up 2 blocks high. Good times, right? So let's go ahead and take care of this guy really quick here, and as I'm doing that, as I said, I'm going to continue on over here with my next episode, so thanks for watching. See you later.